Hey, I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for being here. I want to take a moment and speak to what embodiment is and what an embodiment coaching session looks like with myself. So, we are all embodied. We have bodies that are watching this video and listening to it. And so we are embodied. And the more deeply that we are connected to this body that feels, not only to this brain that thinks and puts everything into organized boxes, but to be connected to this body that feels is to be more deeply on this journey of embodiment. And so, what we do in an embodiment coaching session is we feel into the body with all of the sensations that it has. And some of them are labeled as good, and some of them are labeled as not so good. And we just focus in on a deep inner listening to what the body has to say. And sometimes, most of the time, for most of us, the body has points of numbness, points of discomfort, points of restriction, based on situations and moments in our lives where something has happened too fast. It was too much information. It happened too soon. And the body wasn't able to feel through it fully. So what happens in those situations is the body goes like, this is too much. I'm just going to store this, let's say here. I'm going to store this here and deal with it later. And we all know that sometimes people go through their whole lives and they have that storage of discomfort and they never allow it to have the space to be heard and feel seen. And then that can turn into deeper problems. The more that we build on top of this inability to feel and to move emotional buildup in the body, the more blocked we become, the more blocked of the flow, the energy flow of the body becomes. And the body thrives on flow. When the body's in flow, the body feels great and it's healthy. Dis-ease happens, or disease happens, when there are blockages in flow. And so this is what this thing does. Yeah, when we have an experience and we don't ever give it the opportunity to unravel and be released and move through, is it stays and it creates a blockage in flow. And so what we do in embodiment coaching sessions, in my sessions anyways, is I offer the space for you to first of all feel safe. Yeah. It's so important to feel safe enough to enter into these places that have not been felt fully. And then once that space of safety has been created, I am simply guiding you into feeling. You can come to me with whatever. It might be a challenge that keeps coming up in your relationship with your mother, or it can be a pain, a physical pain in your body, or it can be an emotional experience that you just can't seem to work through. Whatever it is, it will always be connected to the body. And my job is to guide you back into the felt sense of the body so that you can feel comfortable, feel safe enough to simply be with the experience that's happening in your body. And that is where the magic lies in these sessions. It is just in the presence. The presence, that's it. It's so simple, and yet it is so profound. Just being present in the body creates so much healing. So if this speaks to you, I invite you to reach out to me if you would like to try to have a session, and we can go from there. Thank you again so much for being here, and I hope to speak to you soon.